Man, if you've ever wondered if a woman is interested in you beyond simple friendship, you need to learn to read the signs she's sending you. Women have very particular ways of showing sexual interest, but they often do it subtly. If you are not attentive, you could miss the opportunity to realize that she is completely interested in you. This video will teach you how to interpret these behaviors, so you don't go blind to obvious signs. It's not a matter of guessing, it's a matter of observing. But before we start, like this video, subscribe to the channel and share it. Let's get into the details, and you can't miss any of these points. Number 1, maintains prolonged eye contact full of intention. Eye contact is one of the clearest signs of sexual interest. When a woman is interested in you, her eyes will say it all. She keeps her gaze on yours longer than would be normal in a casual conversation, or else she might quickly look away because the intensity makes her nervous. This is not accidental. It's her way of showing you that she's interested without saying it directly. Eye contact is often accompanied by a slight smile or a special twinkle in their eyes. If you notice that she looks for you on several occasions during a meeting or even in a large group, don't ignore that gesture. It's a subtle invitation for you to move forward, but remember to do so with confidence, not desperation. Number 2, find excuses to touch yourself casually. When a woman is sexually interested, casual physical touch becomes one of her most common tools. It could be a touch on your arm while speaking, a hand on your shoulder to get your attention, or even an accidental crossing of your legs that creates closeness between you. Those excuses to touch you are not a coincidence. He's testing how you feel about his proximity and whether there is physical chemistry between you. Pay attention to these gestures because they are a way to measure your receptivity. However, if you don't respond or seem indifferent, she may assume that you are not interested. So, man, don't be stupid. If she finds reasons to touch you, it's time for you to wake up and realize what's happening. Number 3, laughs more than usual even at your simple jokes. Laughter is another powerful indicator of sexual interest. When a woman laughs at your jokes, even the least funny ones, she is trying to connect with you emotionally and show that she likes your company. This doesn't mean you have to turn into a clown to impress her, but rather understand that her laugh is a reflection of how she feels about you. Often this laugh is accompanied by other gestures, such as leaning towards you or looking directly at you while doing so. If you notice that she finds almost everything you say funny, she's probably trying to reinforce the emotional connection and show you that she enjoys being around you. Pay attention to their body language and the intensity of their laughter, because that's the key. Number 4, seek to be close to you in any situation. A sexually interested woman will do everything possible to be close to you, even in contexts where it is not necessary. He may seek to sit next to you, walk next to you, or simply stay in your personal space more than usual. This closeness is not accidental. It is creating opportunities for you to connect more deeply, without needing to say it directly. For example, if you are in a group and she always ends up next to you, it is a clear sign that she prefers you over others. He may also look for excuses to stay with you longer, such as continuing a conversation or asking your opinion about something. If you notice that she makes sure to be around in different situations, don't overlook it. Number 5, play with their hair or adjust their clothes in your presence. Self-care gestures, such as playing with her hair, adjusting her clothing, or even slightly biting her lips, are subconscious signs that a woman is interested in someone. These behaviors are not planned, but they reveal that she is aware of your presence and wants to look good for you. If you notice that when talking to you, she strokes her hair, leans forward to adjust her blouse, or crosses and uncrosses her legs, pay attention. It is trying to capture your attention in a subtle but effective way. These movements show that she is attracted and wants you to notice it too. It's time to observe carefully and respond confidently, but without rushing. Number 6, gives you subtle compliments about your appearance or personality. When a woman is interested in you, she will begin to notice specific things about your appearance or the way you are that others may overlook. These compliments will not be obvious or exaggerated, but subtle and meaningful. For example, you could say something like, "That color looks great on you," or "You always know how to make people feel comfortable." These comments are not coincidental. They reflect that you are paying attention to the details of who you are. If you notice that he mentions aspects that highlight your best qualities, take it as a clear sign of his interest. These compliments not only seek to flatter you, but also to create an environment of trust where you can express your feelings without fear of rejection. Number 7, speak with a softer and more sensual tone of voice. Tone of voice is a powerful tool that women unconsciously use to show interest. When a woman is attracted to you, her voice tends to become softer and with sensual undertones. This happens because you are trying to create an intimate and comfortable atmosphere between you. If he pays close attention to what you say and his tone becomes warmer, it is an indication that he wants to keep you interested in the conversation. Additionally, you could include subtle pauses or smiles while you speak, which reinforces the emotional connection. This change in his tone is not accidental. It's a subconscious way of showing you that there is something more behind their words. Number 8. Look for conversation topics that foster emotional connection. An interested woman will not limit herself to talking about superficial topics. You will seek deeper and more meaningful conversations. He might ask you about your goals, your passions, or even your childhood memories. By doing so, he is trying to build an emotional connection with you, something that goes beyond physical attraction. This interest in getting to know you better shows that he wants to understand who you really are and how you think. If you notice him asking you personal questions or sharing intimate aspects of his life, it's a sign that he trusts you and is looking for a closer relationship. Pay attention to these conversations, because they are the basis of a lasting connection. Number 9. She is curious about your relationships or emotional status. A woman who feels sexual or emotional interest in you will indirectly seek to know if you are available. He might casually ask you if you're dating someone or mention that he didn't know if you were in a relationship. You can also take any opportunity to inquire about your past relationships or how you feel about them. These questions are not simple curiosities. They are his way of gauging whether he has a chance with you. If you notice that he is interested in this aspect of your life frequently, it is because he is evaluating how to move forward. Her curiosity is a clear sign that she is not only interested, but wants to ensure that her efforts will not be in vain. Number 10. Sends you messages or clear signals of interest through social networks. In the digital age, social media is an extension of personal communication, and an interested woman will take advantage of this medium to show her interest. He might frequently react to your posts, comment on your photos, or send you seemingly casual direct messages. These gestures are not simple interactions. They are his way of staying present in your life and reminding you that he is there. Even if he doesn't do it overtly, small actions like liking old photos or quickly replying to your stories are clear clues that he's trying to get your attention. If you notice that his interactions are constant and always full of positive energy, don't ignore it. He is sending you a direct message of his interest. Man, if you notice that a woman exhibits several of these behaviors, it is very likely that she is interested in you in a deeper way. Women are subtle but clear when they want to convey interest, and now you have the tools to identify those signs accurately. Remember that the key is to observe and act with confidence, without rushing or hesitating. Let's continue with the video, but first, if you have made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something like that to let you know, to confirm that you have learned from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave your like on the video and share later. Clear signs that she wants more than a friendship. Man, many times a woman may be sending you signals that she wants something more than just friendship, but you, due to naivety or lack of experience, are not picking up on them. Don't worry, you're not the only one going through this. Women are generally not direct in this regard, but rather use small gestures, comments, and behaviors to make you understand what they really feel. If you're not attentive, these opportunities may go unnoticed, and you could miss out on the chance to build something deeper with someone who is clearly interested in you. So pay attention to the following points, because these are the clearest signs that a woman is ready to take the next step. Number 1. He gives you all his attention even in large groups. When a woman is interested in you, no matter how many people are around, her attention will be directed towards you. He may constantly look at you while someone else is talking or seek your opinion even on topics that don't directly involve you. This behavior reflects that, even though she is surrounded by people, you are her priority. Additionally, he or she might try to involve you more in the conversation or laugh at your comments more than those of others. This is no coincidence, man. If you notice that she is constantly looking to interact with you in group settings, it is a sign that she wants something more. Don't miss this opportunity. Respond carefully and show interest, because he is making an effort to stand out on your radar. Number 2. He is interested in your hobbies and asks you about them. A woman who wants something more with you will look for ways to connect with your interests. If she starts asking you about your hobbies, your favorite music, or even takes an interest in activities that normally don't interest her, it's because she wants to better understand who you are. For example, if you mention that you like soccer and he suddenly starts talking about games or teams, it's no coincidence. He's trying to find common ground to get closer to you. This shows that she cares about you and is willing to invest time in getting to know you. If you notice this effort, take the opportunity to include it in an activity related to your interests and strengthen that connection. Number 3. Makes jokes that include some flirtatious tension. Humor is one of the most effective tools for breaking the ice, And when a woman is interested in you, her jokes will have a different tone. You can make comments that imply light flirting or that hint at an interest beyond friendship. For example, you could say something like, "You always do that to impress, right?" with a flirtatious smile. These pranks are designed to test your reaction and gauge whether you're willing to play with that tension. If you respond positively, you will open the door for things to evolve naturally. Don't ignore this type of humor, because it is a subtle but powerful way to show interest. Number 4. He looks for you frequently to start conversations. An interested woman will find any excuse to talk to you. He may message you about something trivial, ask you about seemingly insignificant things, or seek you out to share details of his day. These attempts to start conversations are his way of staying in your mind and showing that he wants to be around you. If you notice that he always has something to tell you or that he looks for you even when there is no clear reason, don't take it as something casual. She is making a conscious effort to get closer to you and keep your attention. If you notice this, respond with interest and take the opportunity to deepen the relationship. Number 5. She gets jealous when you mention other women. A woman's interest becomes evident when they react to hearing about other women in your life. If you notice that he changes his attitude, makes sarcastic comments, or tries to divert the topic when you mention someone else, it is a clear sign of jealousy. This jealousy is not always dramatic. Sometimes they manifest themselves in small expressions, such as an awkward smile or a change in your tone of voice. What's happening here is that her interest in you leads her to worry about the possibility of someone else taking her place. Don't use this to play with her emotions, but as an indication that her interest in you is real and she is looking to be more than a friend. Man, if you notice several of these signs in a woman, it is very likely that she wants more than just a friendship with you. Women are rarely direct in this regard, but their actions speak louder than words. Learn to read these behaviors, because recognizing a woman's interest early can make the difference between staying in the friend zone or building a meaningful relationship. Do not ignore these signs and act with confidence, but always with respect. Number 6. Find reasons to spend time alone with you. When a woman is interested in more than just friendship, she will look for ways to create moments alone with you. This can manifest itself in subtle ways, such as suggesting activities that may only include the two of you or taking any opportunity to avoid the company of others. For example, if you are in a group and she suggests walking together somewhere else or staying chatting while everyone else is busy, it's a clear sign that she wants a more intimate connection. These moments are not coincidental. They are deliberate attempts to get to know you in a more personal environment, away from distractions. She values time with you and wants to create an atmosphere that encourages emotional and possibly physical closeness. Pay attention to these opportunities and respond with interest, showing that you value that special connection too. Number 7. Use body language to approach in a subtle way. Body language is a powerful tool that women use to discreetly but effectively show interest. If she leans toward you while speaking, keeps her legs or arms pointed in your direction, or reduces the physical distance between you, these are signs that she is trying to get closer. Additionally, they might touch their hair, play with accessories like rings or necklaces, or even imitate your movements, all unconsciously. These gestures are indicators that she feels comfortable with you and is looking for ways to strengthen that connection. An attentive man can pick up on these cues and respond appropriately, adjusting his body language to reflect receptivity. Ignoring these gestures would be a mistake, as they represent a subtle invitation for you to move forward in the relationship. Number 8. Smile widely and keep an open attitude with you. Smiling is one of the most direct and natural ways to show interest and attraction. When a woman is interested in you, her smile will be frequent, wide, and genuine, even in moments that aren't necessarily funny or exciting. Beyond that, you will also maintain an open attitude. Your posture will be relaxed, you will avoid crossing your arms, and you will make constant eye contact. This type of body language shows that he is comfortable with you and that he enjoys your company. If you notice that she smiles easily and her energy is positive whenever you are around, don't underestimate the meaning of that gesture. Women rarely maintain this level of attention and openness with someone they are not interested in, so take this as a clear sign that she wants to be around you. Number 9. He flatters you specifically, noticing details that others don't see. When a woman pays attention to specific details about you, such as your style, the way you speak, or even the way you express yourself, she is making it clear that she is watching you more than usual. These compliments aren't generic, like a simple, "you look good," but rather deeper comments, like, "I love how you always find the perfect words to explain things," or, "Your eyes have a special sparkle today." These types of observations show that you've been paying attention to unique aspects of yourself that others might overlook. It's not just admiration. It's his way of letting you know that he considers you special. If she makes these types of comments, take it as confirmation of her interest and take the opportunity to deepen the conversation and strengthen the connection. Number 10. Prolong goodbyes or look for excuses to continue talking to you. When it's time to say goodbye, an interested woman will find ways to prolong the interaction, even if that means standing for a few extra minutes or starting a new conversation at the last minute. This may include additional questions, remembering something you forgot to mention, or simply staying close while you decide how to say goodbye. This behavior reflects his desire to spend more time with you and his difficulty letting you go. He might also find excuses to text you after you say goodbye, like asking about something that has no real importance, just to keep in touch. If you notice that she struggles to prolong those final moments, don't ignore it. It's a clear sign that he's more interested in you than he might directly admit. Man, if you notice several of these behaviors in a woman, it is practically certain that she is interested in more than just friendship. These signals are not coincidental or accidental. They are subtle but intentional ways of showing you that he wants a deeper connection with you. Now that you know these signs, the next step is in your hands. Be attentive, respond with interest, and, above all, act with confidence. Don't pass up opportunities simply because you didn't know how to interpret what she was communicating. Let's continue with the video, but first, if you have made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something like that to let you know, to confirm that you have learned from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave your like on the video, and share later. Indications that she wants you more than you imagine. Man, have you stopped to think if that woman you hang out with could be desiring you more than you imagine? Many times, men fail to recognize the signs because they are not always direct. Women tend to be more subtle when it comes to showing interest, especially if they fear being rejected or misunderstood. Therefore, it is your responsibility to observe carefully and learn to identify those small gestures that can mean much more. This video will help you discover the signs that she wants you. But before we start, like the video and subscribe to the channel. This way you can receive more content that will help you understand and manage relationships better. Now, pay attention because these signs could be right in front of you. Number 1. Blushes or shows nervousness when you are around. When a woman feels intense desire for someone, her body reflects it, even if she tries to hide it. Blushing is one of the most common responses. It happens because being close to you awakens emotions that he cannot control. Additionally, you may notice that she gets nervous, plays with her hands, or avoids direct eye contact for more than a few seconds. These signs do not mean insecurity, but rather that his attraction to you is so strong that it affects his natural behavior. If you see her adjusting her clothes, touching her hair, or smiling shyly every time you're around, man, wake up. You're looking at a woman who clearly has feelings for you. Learn to read these behaviors and act with confidence. Number 2, find ways to complement your physique or personality. A woman who desires you will look for any excuse to flatter you, whether in a subtle or direct way. He may comment on how good you look in certain clothes, compliment your smile, or even talk about how he admires the way you think. These types of compliments are not casual. They are designed to show you that he notices things about you that others might ignore. For example, if she says something like, "That color looks amazing on you," or "You always know how to figure things out," it's because she wants to highlight what attracts her to you. Compliments are his way of getting closer emotionally and making sure you know he cares. Pay attention to these comments and, if you feel the same, respond naturally and gratefully. Number 3, start deep conversations to get to know yourself better. When a woman is interested in you on a deeper level, she won't stop at superficial small talk. It will seek to truly know you, exploring your dreams, your fears, and what motivates you in life. This interest is not accidental. It's their way of building an emotional connection with you. He might ask you about your long-term goals, your childhood memories, or even your opinions on important topics. These conversations are more than words. They are opportunities to get closer to yourself and understand who you really are. If she initiates these types of dialogues frequently, don't ignore it. It's a clear sign that he wants to be in your life in a meaningful way, and it's up to you to take advantage of this connection. Number 4, he frequently searches for you on social networks and reacts to your posts. In the digital age, social networks have become a space where intentions are more evident than we think. If a woman is constantly reacting to your posts, commenting on your photos, or even sending private messages, she is looking for ways to stay present in your life. He may not always do it directly, but the fact that he interacts with you regularly shows that he wants to get your attention. If you notice that his reactions are quick or that he comments on things that seem unimportant, understand that his interest goes beyond friendship. This digital behavior is an extension of his desire to be around you, so don't underestimate it. Number 5, subtly imitates your gestures or postures without realizing it. Imitation is a subconscious signal of attraction. If a woman starts mirroring your gestures, such as crossing her arms when you do or leaning forward at the same time as you, it's no coincidence. This happens because, on an unconscious level, he is trying to create a stronger connection with you. This phenomenon, known as the mirror effect, is a natural way of showing interest and getting in sync with you. If you notice that her movements seem to mirror yours, pay attention, because she is showing that she feels comfortable and attracted to you. These types of behaviors are a subtle invitation to get closer and build something meaningful. Man, now you have the tools to identify if that woman you have in mind wants you more than you imagine. These signs may seem subtle, but together they form a clear picture of his interest in you. Remember, it's not every day that an opportunity like this presents itself. So observe, understand, and act with confidence. Don't let insecurity or distraction make you lose a special connection. Number 6. Make sure you notice his presence anywhere. When a woman wants you, she will do everything she can to stand out and make sure you know she is there, no matter the place or situation. He may use his appearance, such as choosing flashy clothes or adjusting his hair frequently, or even his behavior, such as laughing out loud or finding ways to participate in your conversations. This effort to capture your attention is not accidental. It is her way of reminding you that she is present and wants you to notice her. He might also look for excuses to pass by you or position himself in strategic places where he can make eye contact with you. If you notice that his presence always seems to stand out more when you're around, don't ignore it. It's a clear sign that he's intentionally trying to get your attention. Number 7, ask personal questions about your goals or interests. When a woman wants you beyond the superficial, she will want to know who you really are. Your questions will go beyond the daily routine. They will focus on deep topics like your aspirations, your hobbies, or even how you see yourself in the future. This genuine interest is not just curiosity, but a way to build an emotional bond with you. Questions like, what inspires you to do what you do? Or what dream would you like to fulfill? These are signs that he wants to get to know you on a more personal level. If you notice that she remembers details of things you've told her in the past, like your favorite books or movies, it's because she's really interested in you. This effort to connect with you emotionally is an indication that he is looking for something deeper. Number 8, prolong physical contact in hugs or handshakes. Physical contact is one of the most direct ways to show interest, and a woman who desires you will not hesitate to look for opportunities to create that moment of closeness. If you notice that his hugs are longer than usual, that his hands remain on your arm, or that there is a light touch when he greets you, it is because he is trying to convey his interest in a subtle but clear way. These physical gestures may seem innocent, but they are a powerful nonverbal communication tool that women use to show attraction. If she also accompanies these moments with a smile or a flirtatious comment, there is no doubt. She wants you to know that she is attracted to you and is waiting for you to take the next step. Number 9. He trusts you with secrets or talks about intimate topics with you. When a woman begins to share more personal aspects of her life with you, she is opening a door to her inner world. This doesn't happen with everyone. It requires trust and a level of comfort that only comes when there is genuine interest. He could talk to you about his fears, his dreams, or even past experiences that have deeply marked him. These types of conversations not only strengthen the emotional connection, but also show that he sees you as someone special and worthy of his trust. If he is also interested in your opinion on these topics, it is because he values your perspective and wants to know how you fit into his life. This intimate exchange is a clear sign that he is looking for more than just friendship. Number 10. Create moments or situations to be alone with you. A woman interested in you will look for ways to create exclusive moments where you can connect without distractions. This can manifest itself in different ways, such as suggesting activities that only involve the two of you, staying with you after a group meeting, or even finding excuses to ask you for help with something personal. These moments alone are not accidental. They are designed to foster a closer connection and see how you interact in a more intimate setting. If she also appears relaxed, attentive, and receptive during these meetings, there is no doubt that she is creating the perfect space for things to move forward. Take advantage of these opportunities to show them that you value their company too and are willing to build something special together. Man, if you recognize these signs in a woman, don't ignore them. These attitudes are not coincidental. They reflect a real and deep interest that deserves your attention. Many times, men miss opportunities because they don't know how to interpret these actions, but now you have the clarity to act with confidence. Observe, listen, and respond appropriately, showing that you value their interest and are willing to explore that connection. If this video helped you identify these dynamics, like it, subscribe to the channel and share it with other men who need to understand these signals. Until next time, and remember, small gestures speak louder than words, and opportunities are in the details.